Hey guys, I got a new video for you today. Now, as you guys can see, I'm sitting outside of my house in a hot sunny day, and the reason for it is because I want to make this follow-up video to a video I posted a little while ago regarding the different color combinations and different color options for lenses with iridium for Oakley. Now, I got a lot of messages from that of people telling me that they were really happy that I posted that video because it helped them out a lot. But I also got a lot of questions regarding some other combinations, specifically non-iridium lenses. The biggest question was, are you able to see my eyes through the lenses? So what I want to do is I want to show you some of the different non-iridium lenses that I have. Unfortunately, I don't have as many combinations or as many options as I did with the iridium. That's for one, because Oakley really doesn't make that many combinations or color combos in the non-iridium lenses. And then also I favor iridium lenses. I like that mirror look on the lens, and it's going to block out a little bit more of the sunlight, so that's why I always tend to gravitate towards the iridium lenses. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, this is a pair of polarized black iridium lenses. This is the original 20s with the paracord wrap on the side. Now the reason I'm showing you this is because this is actually the darkest color combination that Oakley makes as far as the lenses go. So this lets in about 9% of light. It's iridium, it's polarized, so this is going to give you the most protection, and it's going to block out the most amount of glare and light from the sun itself. Now, one misconception is not all polarized lenses are iridium. So in other words, you can have non-polarized iridium lenses, you can have non-iridium polarized lenses. So there's different options that you can do. So this is obviously polarized and iridium. It's got all the features in it. But if for some reason maybe you found a lens that you still wanted polarized but you wanted a different color or something like that, you can still do that. So as you guys can see, the sun is shining right in my face. The lenses are very mirror-like. The light is bouncing off the lenses, so you're not really able to see my eyes behind the lenses. Okay, so here's a couple different choices as far as non-iridium goes. The first one is going to be a standard gray lens, and this is in a gas can S frame. This is the one that I had hydro dipped with that zombie print on it. So I'll go ahead and put those on. As you guys can see, it's not as reflective as the iridium was. This doesn't have any mirror coating on it. It's just the straight gray color of the lens. And then at different angles, sometimes you are able to make out my eyes behind the lenses themselves. Now, these lenses, when people say, "Can you see my eyes behind it?" It's not going to be like putting on a clear pair of glasses. There are going to be certain instances where you're not going to be able to see the eyes. Again, it depends on the angle. But if you're worried about that, then I would definitely always recommend going with an iridium pair, because that's going to give you the most mirror-like image on the lens itself, and it's not going to lend itself to being able to see your eyes. So this is a pair of standard gray lenses. Now there is another question within the gray family, the different color combinations. So you have your standard gray, and then this one is actually a warm gray. And I don't know if you guys can see, as the sun is shining through the lenses, it's reflecting, you see my shirt behind it. There's kind of like a maroonish tint on it. That's actually the way that you're able to differentiate the standard gray versus the warm gray, which this is. Also a pair of gas can S's. So as you guys can see there, I'll put those on. Because the frame is black as well, that kind of tends to darken up the lenses just a little bit, but you are still able to see my eyes at certain angles, especially like if I were to hold the frame out a little bit, I get more light in there. You can actually, I'm hoping you can see that, my eyes through there. So that's going to be the way it's going to look in direct sunlight. Obviously, depending on if the sunlight is coming behind you, that's going to make your eyes shine or be able to be visible a little bit more, just because you're getting the light behind it. I'm getting the light directly from the front and directly from the top, so that's this is the way that would look like. And again, this is the warm gray lenses. Last but not least, it's going to be the bronze lenses. Now this is obviously a Twitch model, and this has a brown smoke frame on it. Now the reason that I chose this one is because there's certain frames coming out nowadays that are a little bit more clear and stuff like that, and I just wanted you guys to know that if you do have a frame that's a little bit more in the clear side, that will let in the rays of the sun through the frame and stuff like that, so it is going to make your eyes more visible through the lenses, especially if they're non-iridium. So you guys can see this is a bronze frame, so you're able to see my eyes just a little bit more, and I'm hoping you guys can see that because the light is coming through the lens as well. Through the frame as well, and then also through the top and stuff like that. Now the lenses are going to be a little bit lighter as far as the shading on it, and that's just because it's a brown-based lens versus the gray and warm gray are black-based lenses. So that's another thing to keep in mind. if you do want to go ahead and purchase something. Now, I did get the question, well, I don't want to put black lenses into a brown frame, so that's where you would come into the different iridium frames, or iridium lenses, I should say. So if you want to do brown, I would probably recommend doing like a tungsten iridium, or doing like a gold iridium or 24K or something like that, which will look really nice with a brown base frame. Brown base frame. So that's the brown smoke with the bronze lens. So that's pretty much the 3 non-iridium options that I have. Again, like I said, Oakley doesn't really make a lot of non-iridium colors. Every day they are, manufacturing other colors and stuff like that. I unfortunately do not have all the color combinations. Another big one that was asked for is Slate Iridium. I know there's not that many videos out there with Slate Iridium, but again, because of the fact that it's iridium, you're going to have that mirror coating on the lens, so it's not going to be like the gray. It might be as light as the gray, but you're not going to be able to see your eyes because that iridium coating is going to be behind it. So key thing to take away is anything that says iridium behind the lens, behind the name of the lens, it's always going to have that mirror look, especially even if it's polarized. Anything that says non-iridium, even if it's polarized, again, bring that up, you're still going to have that tendency to be able to see your eyes behind it. So I hope this helped, and let me know if you guys have any questions. All right, thanks.